Welcome again. Today we want to make, it's another good day that we want to demonstrate on how to make organic pesticide, and this can be used as a fertilizer also. And here we have the raw materials. It's quite a number, it's a long process, but I want to ask you to be with me from the beginning to the end. So the material that we need to make this organic pesticide is we need Himalayas pink salt. This is the salt we are going to use. Himalayas pink salt has a lot of mineral, that why I've chosen it to use it. Another one we are going to use Ungaro this year. We are going to use sulphonic acid. We also want to use sulphur powder. We are going to use canola oil this year on the table. We're also going to use borax, then Epsom salt, and lastly we also need raw eggs. So this is the procedure. The first, this goes like in 3 phases. The first phase is to prepare the eggs and the sulphur. You know very well that sulphur is insoluble in water, but we are going to use raw eggs to dissolve them, and this is what we are going to do. So the first thing that we are going to do is to prepare our oil phase. So be with me, tutatumia canola oil. So canola oil, and I've chosen the one that has chili in it, because pepper is also a very good pesticide, because it is infused with chili. That's why I've used canola oil. And canola oil has also ability to kill some of the soft-bodied insects. So this is the procedure. The first thing, you need to prepare we need to dissolve sulphur. And sulphur is insoluble in oil, it's insoluble in water. But now there's a trick of using raw eggs to dissolve sulphur. So bear with me as we dissolve sulphur. And sulphur is very good in a germicide. Sulphur, if at the end of the day we make this paste and you apply on the plants, sulphur is a fungicide. So your plants will be protected from fungus. So that's why I've chosen to incorporate sulphur here, and it's also be a germicide. Things like nematode, sulphur can work with them very well. So in the ingredients you have like 100 ml of canola oil. So that is our canola oil. We have a canola oil there. So canola oil. Another thing is polar wax. Polar wax. Polar wax is somewhere here. So this is our polar wax. Polar wax acts like a emulsifying. So it has the ability to emulsify this oil with sulphur, and also if we are going to use some element of water, it can combine with them easily. I'm supposed to use we are supposed to use 3 spoonfuls of sulphur polar wax, but this is just for demonstration. So after we have done this, we are going to heat up this everything. So in just 1 minute it will become after we have heated this thing up. So we have boiled our canola oil plus polar wax. It is here, it's already boiled. So the next step we want to do is to dissolve, not to dissolve, But now to we have to dissolve sulfur in an oil. So this is what we are going to do. Sorry. And this is also very important in terms of it has a lot of calcium. That's a lot of calcium. So we are not going to throw it away. I'm going to show you in the next video how we are going to use it as a source of calcium for our plants. So we are not going to throw it away. So 3x here. We have broken, huh? So we have sulphur here. So sulphur powder is yellow in color for those who know it. So I want to have like 3 spoonfuls. We say 3 spoonfuls of this. One. So this one way of dissolving sulphur. Sulphur is insoluble in water, so insoluble in oil. But through this process, we are going to dissolve. You see, this is insoluble. But if we are going to use this egg, at the end of the day, you realize that it will dissolve. So this. So I want to assume oil as so this is the polar wax plus canola oil. We want to mix. After I've done that, remember, when you are doing this at home, please separate your regular utensils and this one. If you decide to use the apparatus for this one, let it for this purpose. Don't mix with what you are using at home in your cooking. So again, we are going now to blend. We are going to blend this. We are going to blend. So again, in the next 1 minute we'll come and find out what has happened. So we are going to blend this. We are going to blend. We'll be back after you have done the blending. After blending, you come up with a product that has this consistency. So it becomes like a lotion. This is also one way of making a lotion. So you can also make a lotion this way. This is also a way you can make a lotion. So you can see clearly that sulphur has done what? Dissolve, but there is an element of yellow here. So because it is, we are going to empty kidogo to that beaker, and so we had water. So you see the consistency, but this is not the lotion we are making. We are making an organic pesticide, germicide, and fungicide. So we had some water here, and we blend, so that to make sure that everything has blended well. So let's go and blend with that water. And remember, the water we are using, we are not specific with the kind of water we are using, but don't use chlorinated water. You can use borehole water like ours here, or rainwater, or distilled water, better still. So we are going to blend so that make sure that this yellow thing has disappeared. So we'll be back in a while. It is clear that we have been able to dissolve sulphur in oil plus of course the raw eggs. This is the easiest way of dissolving sulfur. So as you can see, sulfur is dissolved, unlike the other method of solving sulfur, that is hetic. So this is the easiest way of solving sulfur, and this can be used in our farm. So that part is done. That part is done. That part is done. So you can clearly see that sulfur has not lost its property. Even if we were to heat it, I'm sure it would have lost some of its property. So next phase is the detergent making phase, soap making phase. So here we are going to start with salt. I've told you we are going to use Himalayas, pink Himalayas, near pink Himalayas. So this is what we are using. Pink Himalayas. Pink Himalayas contains a lot of minerals, including potassium, magnesium. That's why we use it. So the next reagent, let me call it, we are going to use is what we call unkaro. For those who make liquid detergent, you are aware of this unkaro. It's the same unkaro I'm using. The reason I'm using it so as to bring this reagent together, so that it can be able to push, bring the consistency I need. So this is the, so I'm using the unkaro, a quarter of it. Thoroughly. Next, we are going to add another chemical here called acid or sulphonic acid. This is a surfactant, so it is going to post the forming of this. This is also used in the detergent making, but we are also using it here. You see, it has posted the forming. If you are not careful, this will come out. So it is boosting the forming. And then there's another ingredient here that we are going to use. We are going to use this is called Epsom salt, magnesium sulfate. The reason why I've used it is because of the element of magnesium here. Magnesium is also one of the macro elements that is required by the plant. So we are using a bit of it. because of the challenges of forming, because of that I had a sulphuric acid, I need to find a bigger container so that to avoid that problem. So I need to go for a bigger container. We want to change to a bigger container. I thought this would be enough, but that forming is too much. Forming is too much. Too much. Sure. So last thing, we are almost done. The thing that I want to add here is I want to add here is sodium hydroxide. You have sodium hydroxide there. So this one also, so the addition of sodium hydroxide here will provide potassium, and potassium is very important for the plant health and also for flowering. So I'm adding potassium here. So that is potassium is also corrosive. That's enough. Please don't use sodium. Sodium is not good for the plant, but instead use potassium hydroxide or sodium. Whichever form you get, any sort of potassium can do. But for me, I find it easier to use potassium hydroxide than use tar. Make sure that everything has done what has reacted. So after that has been done, there is another reagent here, baking soda, that is used in our kitchen for doing the cakes and all that. So we are also going to add oil wheat in 20 liters. We are going to add all of it here. The reason as well I use baking soda is also baking soda, not baking soda. Baking soda, not baking powder. So baking soda has the ability to kill insect by when insect inhale this whatever solution, it is going to have difficulty in breathing. So baking soda is able to, the insect doesn't have ability to breathe out the kind of carbon dioxide that enters into them. So that's why we had baking soda, bicarbonate of soda. So we had all of it here. We are making organic pesticides for those of us maybe who have joined midway. Then you do what? We are almost done. So lastly, now we add water to our required. Oh. There is a chemical here I was almost forgetting to add. This is silicate, sodium silicate. Sodium silicate, it provides silicon to the plant, and silicon is very important to the plant. So plant will be very healthy. So in other words, another way, I'm trying to come up with a solution that has all the elements the plant needs. The only thing that we are going to lack here is nitrogen, but every other thing is there. We are going to find out later on. Then we are going to add what we refer to as STP. STP provides phosphorus. STP, you also know, for those who make liquid detergent, STP. So STP provide us with phosphorus. Phosphorus is very important for the plant in terms of rooting. That's our STP. That's our STP. Then we start. I want to assume that I've used everything. So you start. Now you add water to the brink. add water. I prefer to add it from here, so that this one will transfer this way, so that to make sure that everything has done what is included. So so we have come to the end of our demo on how to make organic pesticide come fertilizer. So we'll be able to make such a like wonderful solution. So this solution has, as you can see, we made it with a lot of let me go once again recap of what we have really used here, and we have come up with this one. So this, let me call it organic pesticide because we are made from organic reagents. So this is the ingredients we have used in coming up with this one. We have used Himalayas pink salt, we have used ungaro, we have used sulphonic acid, we have used sulphur border. To solve this one, we had used raw eggs and coral wax. We heated it, then we are able to dissolve the sulphur in this. So the reason as well I used raw eggs is because I wanted to dissolve sulphur. Sulphur, as you know, is soluble in water. Epsom salt that provides a lot of magnesium to plants, baking soda, and lastly sodium hydroxide. So 10 ingredients have gone to this one. These are very sure pesticide that can be able to kill any pests by either contact or inhalation. So thank you for taking your time in watching this video, and because of your comment and your encouragement, I'll still continue making this one. So let us meet in the next video that is coming. Thank you very much.